Okay. So the topics for today, 1.5 RC and the status. I think I missed something last week. I wanted to talk about something and I forgot it, and I still forget. So 1.6 maybe. Demos? Any demo today? I don't have any demo.
I would demo,
yeah.
but I'm stealing broadband from my next door neighbor, and it's very slow.
I have demo. And now I remember what I forgot to show last week. Okay.
I have so I sent you a few emails actually last night, and you saw that where after migration I had some extra menu items. What made those appear?
Did anyone understood what Bertrand just said?
Okay.
Or is it just me?
So I sent you email showing what I had after migration to 1.5. Can you hear that?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a puzzle from the first time and the second time.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to...
And we didn't get what you were gonna do.
I'm going to type it in the chat window.
But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Nobody answers to my question. Does anyone else have the same issue as me?
Yes.
We have okay, thank you. Okay. Thanks.
Type it.
Okay, he's typing. Migration X. Oh yes, so I remember this. Okay. No. I might want to try it. Yes, maybe, but I would rather try not to repro it locally. So which would mean that if I can repro, it's your DB, and then I don't care. Because if I can repro with your DB, that doesn't mean if it's your DB or not your DB. You see. So I will try to see what's the issue here. Well, give me your DB, maybe there is an issue on your DB and I can see it's an issue. And I will also try to see it. Oh, Piotr is here. Piotr, it's 12 PM sharp. Okay, so any other topics? But 1.5, 1.6, a few demos I want to show you, very simple stuff.
Harvest.
Harvest. Any other demo? Le harvest, yeah. Yeah, Ilan, you want to start with harvest? If you have some news, yeah, to the community.
I was wondering if anybody in the community had any feedback in terms of the dates. Again, for those, I see some new attendees here, or I think I see some new attendees here amongst us. We're considering putting the first annual global conference together. That would be held in Santa Monica, which is really Los Angeles, California. And it should be held over the weekend of September 8th through the 9th, so Saturday the 8th and the 9th. We're pretty close on securing a conference space and putting together some information with regards to hotels, as well as the agenda. We already shared the agenda with the committee members who were not already involved in the planning, and we're looking for feedback and a website that Bertrand is working on should go up shortly. We will also probably have, we do have the support of Microsoft, and we'll most likely have the support of OuterCurve as well. So we're just generally looking for some, to gauge interest from the community to see whether people, at the very least, that are here and attending the community meeting, whether they would be interested in coming out to Los Angeles for that. Is that about right, Sebastian, in terms of a resume?
Yeah, it's good. So just looking for feedback. Bertrand, do you have any status to share on the website if you're doing a website? I don't know. Because I knew you were working on that.
He has a nice logo. He wants to show it to you.
No, I have nothing I can share right now.
Okay.
I think by next week we'll have conference location most likely confirmed, and we'll most likely have the site, the website, available online. It may not be a complete site with all the information, but certainly it will be the baseline site for people to start referring to. Is that fair assessment, Bertrand?
Yeah.
Great. Oh, one more thing, Sebastian, our local star shall be appearing on Channel 9 shortly, and shall be proselytizing about the benefits of orchard harvest, amongst, I'm sure, other things.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm doing a Channel 9 webcam TV on Monday. It should be on Monday, and I would have liked to announce the date, so I think I will announce the date. The location is sure. The website is not done, so I don't know when it will be, when it will go live. But yeah, I will do webcam TV to talk about Orchard. If you have anything you want me to say and not forget, just send me a note. I don't know what I will do there. Show Orchard and answer questions. We'll see. Then 1.5 RC. So I released the binaries on Monday. It was long because the CI server is not working. It's just failing on some tests for weird reasons I don't understand. And so I had to run it locally, and it worked. Then I released the web deploy package on a source, not the Azure one. It's useless for an RC. And I will have to add the SDK on the machine, the CI, so I didn't want to do that. And we got some nice bugs, nice meaning hopefully we got them now and not after the release. And I fixed them, I pushed them just before this meeting. So if you want to try again, if you found some bugs, try again with them. A major change is that I applied what had been decided earlier, which is about the menu part. So in 1.4 and previous, there was a menu part attached to page and blogs by default. This menu part is just a shortcut to make the content item available on the menu directly. So this one is kept for compatibility reasons, but since 1.5 new installs, you get a navigation part instead, which is able to handle multiple menus, so you can see all the menu content items you have for this content item, and you can also create a new menu item from the content item itself, but it's not persistent. It's just to create new items and just a text box. So well, actually I can show you because so wise. So let me share my screen. Sharing monitor. So dashboard. So it's a completely new install, and if I go to navigation, This one now is no more a menu part, so page directly, it's a content menu item, which means it's a content item pointing to the home page. Okay, so this one. And now if I go to new page, because it's a 1.5, you see here menu items, the list of menu items pointing to this page. It's a new one, so there is no one yet. And you can check add on a menu here. And then you see the whole menu part editor. And I can say add it as foo and call it foo. So if I publish, or even if I save actually, you see that the checkbox is no more ticked because it's just a way to add a menu item to create one. But I can see it here, foo on my menu. And if I go to navigation, you can see foo as a content menu item. Okay, that's the navigation part. You can still add the menu part if you want. It might be more useful for you. It's there for compatibility with 1.4 only. And if you like it. That's the change I made this morning. And also fix the bugs that Aiden had open and Snowman also. So so if I go back to the list of bugs, I still have some open, which are the one that Bertrand just opened, which is commodity with Markdown Editor in the edit placement. It's not critical, but I try to fix it. A lot module break because of ifeed manager change. So we have apparently 2 modules which need to declare a dependency on ifeed manager on the feed feature, which is not the case. And the modules are mine, taxonomy, and nick g main from module. Yeah, nobody cares about this one, but I will fix this one because people care about this. Yeah.
Can't you fix mine as well?
No. I could say something, but Benedict will make a beep instead of my voice.
Unacceptable.
Yeah.
Fix my service route instead then.
Well, this one also I have to check because is it new for 1.5?
What, the service route stuff?
Yeah.
No, it's
Okay.
it's a WCF error.
But it's new in 1.5 or it was already there in 1.5?
No, it was already there in 1.4.
Okay, because we changed some things in 1.4, and I think that might have broken that, but it might be like a vicious circle and fixing one, opening a new one, so I have to be very
There's a
cautious with that one.
potential. Yeah, there's a potential around that, but yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but Nick, from what I recall, it had to, the service routes had to be considered in the first place to make it work. I don't remember
Yes,
why.
because
but
there is a catch-all route in the other ones.
The problem is that if the minute that you have a service route, you specify WCF service route, the at the top left-hand side, if you click on My Site, it will try and take you to that service route rather than back home.
So it's a problem of where the service route catches some URL that you should be.
No, it's an order of priority.
Yeah. So, but if the service routes, just don't interfere with this other routes, so it's not a problem.
They do. Yeah, but they do.
So yeah, that will be a problem actually. Yeah.
There you
So
go.
if you have catch-all or something like that, it will be.
Put some repro in the.
I think there's a pull request.
Well, show me. Put the link of the pull request then.
I even commented on. I commented on the pull request after you commented on it.
Okay, maybe, but there are so many pull requests and I do so many stuff like I forgot about this pull request. But add the link into the comment of the bug. So when I go to the bug, I know where to find and I can record the conversation and things like that. It's
Alright.
Alzheimer, early Alzheimer, sorry.
It's alright.
So 1.5 RC and so it looks good. This one might be discussed. Upgrade to 1.4 is still a module in the solution. It's really an upgrade to 1.4 because it's to migrate from the routable to the auto route. Should we call it upgrade to 1.5? Nobody cares, so it's okay. Brett, one vote. Your vote doesn't count, Brett. Yeah. Send me money, it counts. Money counts. Maybe the module should be optional. Yeah, it is optional.
It is optional.
It's in the gallery or in the source code.
It's
And
not switched on by default.
yeah. So I don't think it's in a default download. Or let's verify it's not in the default download. But I will also go with 1.5. Okay, with so otherwise we'll get always. But it's not an upgrade from 1.4 to 1.5. People don't need it if they come from 1.4. It's automatic. So should we call it upgrade 4 from previous 1.4? Yeah, okay, we have the same idea. Update from pre 1.4. Well, let's still call it upgrade 1.5. Even if people try to launch it, it won't do anything because it will say there is nothing routable and there is nothing to upgrade, so it won't hurt. And in documentation it will be clear that there is nothing to do. So I vote for Orchard 1.5, upgrade 1.5. Okay, this one is okay, this one is okay. Recaptcha part not so friendly, I might do it. It's just that when you add the Recaptcha part and you don't go to the settings of this part, you don't have a key for that, and you got a weird error message, this one. You got an error message, input error, K format of site key was invalid, because there is no key defined on the Recaptcha. And so he suggests to put a banner on the server side, on the admin side, just to tell people, hey, you're missing a settings, and also a button to check if the setting is right. So if you put an invalid key, you can know it. So I might do it. Okay, Piotr is late because we already discussed that. It's update from pre 1.4, but yeah. But you're welcome. Okay, something more for 1.5 RC. Did you? Well, I'm not even sure some people here did try it. I did try it because I made it. Have you noticed any performance improvement? Because the Reverend on Twitter said there was a big improvement. Two different people said that there was a big improvement on web matrix. Perception, okay. The new version number, maybe 1.5 is faster than 1.4. It should be slower actually. So tell me if you find it slower. Because of the navigation, which does stuff differently. There should be one more query. Yeah, please migrate your Hungarian website. If it works, everything works. We also have to migrate our websites. Okay, 1.5 RC. So I fixed the bug on until Friday, and so should we wait for next Wednesday to release the official one, or just Monday?
Wednesday. I vote for.
Okay. Okay. Majority. Sipke is not here. He can vote. Piotr. Piotr will suggest this question. Okay. I thought you would suggest the question 5 minutes later. So it's okay. So Wednesday official release. And there will be a 151 if we find whatever something else. But it looks pretty good right now, if I don't break anything until then. Okay. Demos or 1.6? 1.6. So you saw my tweet. I managed to have an NHibernate 3 working on Orchard. Actually, having Orchard working with an NHibernate 3 because an NHibernate 3 was working before Orchard. So I have a local branch. I could make a fork if you want to see what I did and how I fixed stuff. There is one bug I introduced, but it's a very minor bug that no one cares and no one will see. That's it. That's okay. And I say 1.6. We didn't define anything for 1.6, so even not an NHibernate 3. But I think it was important to work on that for performance reasons, because a lot of people are not complaining but asking for better performance. They will always ask for better performance, whatever we do. So it's okay. And the query cache could help a lot in that way. And also it will allow you to use a wider offer for link queries, because the current NHibernate version we use has a limit for link queries. So yes, it was a big request. Yeah. So it's working. I could push today. It will be completely compatible with the current version. It will work. It might. I expect that it will break medium trust. I have to check, but I expect it to break medium trust. I kind of not care anymore about medium trust because I don't see anyone running on GoDaddy or some hosters like that who don't require medium trust, and we are more concerned there are. Yeah, Azure is a medium trust either, so that's a solution we can put to users so they can go to Azure websites.
What we can't go to Azure is Azure Medium Trust.
Azure is not medium trust.
Oh, thank God.
It's not medium trust, and you got all the rights on the file system. It's perfect.
Cool.
So it's cheap, it's free. You just can't put domain names right now, but the big boss said it will be fixed in the next months or so. So there are definitely people running on medium trust crappy hosters. Okay, we have to check that, and it could be a breaking change for 1.6 if we go with an NHibernate 3, and let people know that if they want to move on, well, it depends what we do also for next version in terms of core. Maybe they won't need to. They will just take updates to modules, and we have to check that. And I don't know, you can run Orchard on GoDaddy, for instance, because if you're limited to 100 megabytes, Orchard will blow this limit. So, well, it's evolution.
Sebastian, speaking about performance and 1.6. I was thinking about one thing. I didn't wrote it as a bug or as a feature anywhere, but about the session utilization in modules as an opt-in or opt-out feature. Because from what I've seen, if you apply the EI requires session on the HTTP handler, even if it's asynchronous, you end up with the synchronous requests.
Did you try to remove it?
Yeah, and it blew up because
Yeah.
of the. But
So
but you know, actually, there is just one core feature that uses
which
actually
one?
the theme previewing. It's the only place where the session is used.
Yeah, but it's when, as you say, it's blowing. I don't know what to do if remove that.
Yeah, because but you know, I have to test it once again. But in certain scenarios, for example, when you because when you in a single user session, when you do multiple queries, multiple requests, for example, trying to preload parts of the page using Ajax, or for example, as in my case, I was trying to plug in the signaler, so it's issuing lots of requests for in given user context. So every request is processed synchronously. So the first one has to end before actually moving, you know, processing the next one,
And
even if it's using async handler. So it's when I remove that just for a signaler, so it just, you know, it's 20 times
and
faster.
were you trying on IIS on Cassini?
I was trying it on IIS Express and on
Okay.
IIS on Windows Server. So in both cases, it's very fast.
So yeah, if you have a solution, I mean, I could make the extensibility stuff, but if you can try to make it work, just work without this interface, just have the Orchard homepage work, because I could not make it. I tried to remove the interface just dumbly, but it didn't work for me, and I didn't know why. The exception is obscure.
But
Just
which exception? Which exception?
Well, try to remove the interface that you mentioned, run Orchard, and try to make it run just by removing it, just to see if we can work without that.
You know, I was just thinking about maybe adding some property on module txt file. So
Yeah, but
just
there's a second step. First step, instead of before making it optional with metadata or whatever or module whatever, try to make it run. If we can't make it run, I won't go to the next step, which is how to abstract it. So and I was not able to make it run. I tried. I was not able to. So if you can give it a shot.
Okay. So I'll try it. You know, actually, there is workaround if you need an HTTP handler that doesn't use session for performance reasons. If you need that, you know, you can always write your own HTTP handler. But actually, there is a problem with adding routes, because you cannot add routes to the iRoute handler because they're always being wrapped up in this shell root.
I will also ask a question to clever people here.
That'd be great.
Who know maybe the answer and will tell me what to do.
Okay. Yeah, I will try it. Try to make it run.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, cool.
So Nick just tweeted about medium trust. If people care about that, you will get some yes, because only the yes will show up. And again, I just incorporated an NHibernate 3. There is absolutely no change right now in terms of performance. Maybe in memory, I noticed some lower memory usage at the beginning, and then after I think it was more than previously, so I'm not quite sure. I have to run some tests on that. I just barely tried to make the cache work too, and I could not make it work, so I dropped it. I will try later more seriously, but at least it's working, and that's a big step. Everything's working, dashboard, on page, everything's working, so that's good. Maybe I'll see you. No, I know he's no more working on Orchard. The guy who made the cache module. I have a patch also to make to work on an abstracted cache module so that it can be a module and not integrated into the core. Then in terms of feature or other improvements, I think we will have to do a big triage, at least a quick one for stuff in which is categorized in future versions, in Orchard future version. I'll make the NHibernate 3 branch available. I make a fork and push it to the fork. Okay, so everyone can play with it and see what has been done. I saw the tweet of a guy last week about NHibernate 3, and you will not be able to do it. It's too complex. It requires too much orchard knowledge. And I also used some old stuff which was in dev branch and stuff I did also for SQL. So, but it's working now. MVC4 for 1.6 is also interesting. So yeah, it could be we could do 1.6 with just upgrade libs. Actually, if we have NHibernate and MVC4 available in a few weeks, we could make a refresh called 1.6, which will just update all the libraries and reuse new stuff. No new feature, but just quality stuff. So NH3 and MVC4 will be very interesting. So MVC4 is interesting if we have also WebAPI, and MVC4 is very interesting because it contains Razor 2. I didn't say MVC4 will be released in a few weeks, but it's been RC for a long time, so I don't know when they will be released. I know, but I don't know when exactly. So I didn't tell you anything because I don't know anything. And even if I ask the boss who knows, he would say, I don't know. So we'll see. What think about that? A release with just an NHibernate 3 and MVC4. Yep, Nick for 1.6. So the question is not to have it in 1.6 or not, it will be in 1.6. The question is, should we make 1.6 upgrade libs only, or should we wait also a new feature for 1.6? I think if we can release quicker, let's do it, and do then some features for after. I don't think there could be breaking changes. There should not be breaking changes. The only breaking changes will be medium trust. We said no breaking changes. Sultan wants its modification in iStorage Manager. So we'll see how it goes. How it goes with an NHibernate 3. I released the branch and the fork, and we might even try to put on the same fork 1.6 the MVC4 RC and be ready when it's live, and just wait for MVC4 to be live to go publish 1.6. I hope it won't be tomorrow, because then it's just 1.5 and 1.6 before 1.5, but yeah, we'll wait. That would be a nice message, to have everything new in 1.6. So yeah, we'll try to do it. So we can discuss the new feature in 1.6 for later, or later this meeting if we have time. We could also try to see if we can add some performance benefits, and like what you did, Piotr, might be interesting. And also, if we release an NHibernate 3, it will be with a cache module. So whatever, it will be a huge performance impact, a positive performance impact. You know, Nick, a lot of people are asking for WebAPI. In Orchard, you mean? I don't know a lot of people asking for Orchard, so there must be less people for WebAPI in Orchard. You, yes, one, you, Nick. On percentages. Oh. Okay, so let me show you some demos, very quick stuff. So I already showed you the new menu stuff. Don't say you saw it because I did it this morning. And then new stuff I didn't talk about last week. Which one first? You might have seen it. So if you go to content types and everywhere actually. So I don't know if it's obvious on your screen, but there are some alternate background colors as it was suggested a while ago during those meetings. So every even line is grayed, a light gray, so that's why I'm not sure you see it on your screens. And okay, and there is a light blue on hovering a line, and this is applied everywhere on those elements, also on the content items, on the tables. Like if I go, oh, I broke users. Okay. So I may have broken something this morning by pushing stuff, so I have to fix it. What did I do? And widgets, no, not on widgets. On tables, I don't have any table in mind here, but trust me. Also, what do you say? It's razor light green. I don't know what you mean. Also new stuff. You would prefer light green instead of light blue? Or you see green? Oh yeah, it's between blue and green. It's turquoise. So if you go to content types, let me show you something. Let me create a new type, product, and I will add some fields. Titles, okay. I will add a field. Let's add a text box. Display description. Save. And if I make it required and I create a new product, there is now a little star to say it's required. So it's not just about the little star, it's about every field now as a class required if on the label, if it's required. So it's nice for people who want to customize their forms with by showing it. The only drawback is I applied it on the fields, but if you take all the current parts like this one title, which is required, there is no class required. So 3 solutions. We do it on those fields too, and it will be done at some point, add the required class on those labels, but it will be done. Question is when. We remove the CSS here for consistency with other parts. Right now the class is there, but if we remove the CSS style, it won't be shown. I mean, the admin, you can still add it by yourself, or yeah. So Orchard is half matured by your comment, Zoltan. There is a unit test for all recipes, so they should work all. So I let it like that because no one is complaining about that. They are just installing and checking there is the home page to answer better. Okay, I can try it. Okay, so that doesn't mean the recipe doesn't work. It just means it's not okay. Yeah, maybe openable. Let's fix import export for nav. Oh, this is you. Are you sure? Oh, you know what? I fixed something this morning on navigation, which might explain why you would have had to reopen it again. So please try with the patch from this morning on the default. You submitted the patch 10 minutes ago or 2 hours ago? Last night. Try it now. I fixed something 1 hour ago. Please. But then you can reopen it if you want. Yes, please. We appreciate that you open those bugs because they are RC, and otherwise everyone will hit them. Okay, that's all about the new stuff I wanted to show you. Anyone else wants to show something? New website? Questions, concerns? Should you use WordPress instead? No?
Sebastian, I noticed you changed the issue I raised regarding the user caching in the rules. It's active right now. I don't know. I wasn't here last week, but I just wanted to say that I fixed that, and I will send you a pull request. So, yeah, because the rules were,
Yes.
every time.
There are requests for them, yeah.
Because every time an event got fired, it was one table lookup and 2 table scans. So it's very bad. And yeah, I've fixed that, and
yeah. Hopefully those events are triggered on the admin side when you edit some content, so it's not really, it's bad, but it's not critical. And but yeah, maybe we'll do the 1.6 will be also about performance, and we'll add your dispatch and also the widget stuff you worked on, and
okay.
Everything about performance. We might want to go to the core, to every core module or every module to see what we can optimize in terms of queries. Even more now that we will be able to have the database caching, so we could refactor some queries so that the database caching is more powerful in those terms. I mean, for instance, if we do some get by ID, it's very nice for the caching. So instead of doing queries like that, so we can also optimize stuff. So Adrian Noble pushed another site. Send us some juice then. Is it ready, Archon? Yes. So you see, you can use the combinator, and I'm sure you don't use the, well, I'm sure, I won't say I'm sure. Do you use the cache module? Oh, maybe. You use the advanced module? Advanced menu, sorry. You up to what? Advanced menu? By the way, I had no feedback at all for the advanced menu and the 1.5. I would love someone with a website on advanced menu to tell me how it goes with 1.5.
Yeah, actually, I will test it. Yep.
Before RC, we go RC Wednesday.
Okay, cool.
Just to know. It's nice. Florida Sages. Where are you hosting this website? Yes. I asked about hosting.
I don't know why I'm typing everything. It's being hosted on some servers that we pay for the hosting service, but there are a couple of dedicated virtual servers.
Okay. I can go on Azure. Go on Azure. Anything else for the meeting? Did I forget something? So right now the conclusion is official release 1.5 on Wednesday. 1.6 will have an NHibernate 3 and MVC4. Should have, we'll see. And performance improvements. Yeah, 18 participants today. And Antoine is not here, and Sipke is not here either. Oh, Antoine, sorry, I didn't see you. Oh, sorry. But you didn't say anything. That's new. Okay.
I see you.
In Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin. Yeah, I didn't see that. I can be fired from US if you do stuff like that. Okay, nothing more. Should we close the meeting? Is there any reason we should not close the meeting? Nicolas said no. So thank you for joining. See you on next Wednesday for the official release. And we'll take the time to discuss more about the next versions and what we want to do. And I won't fix your bug, Nicolas. Yeah. Bye. Thank you.